I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to take you through all the copies I have of one particular album, starting with the most recent copy that I have and going through to the oldest copy that I have. And at the end I'll be setting myself the hypothetical question, which copy would I keep if I could only have one to play, and which copy would I keep if I could only have one as a collector's item. And the album I've chosen for this is actually probably my favourite Elvis album if I had to pick one, and it is this one here, Golden Records Volume 3. And this is the newest copy that I have. This is from 2013. And that's what it looks like on the back. And this is actually a double LP. There's the inside. That's the familiar back cover here on the inside, and on the left side it has all the tracks. Now the reason why it's a double LP is it plays at 45 RPM and there are only 3 tracks per side. And it came in this baggie here, and this is the original, the hype sticker that came with it. ORG, Original Recordings Group, 2-disc set, 180 gram vinyl, pressed at RTI, numbered edition. And this one is number 676. And the labels look like that. Very similar to the old American RCA Victor labels, and it really does sound good. It has a reputation for sounding good, and it really does sound good. I was lucky to get that one on Tower Records website. I think I bought it earlier this year, and which is quite amazing considering it was released in 2013, but it was still there on the Japanese website. Now the next copy I have dates back to 1997. It is this one here. And it has a different back cover. It also has more tracks. It has 18 songs on here. The second half, or the most of side 2 in fact, is taken up with bonus tracks. Wild in the Country, Wooden Heart, The Girl of My Best Friend, Follow That Dream, King of the Whole Wide World, and Can't Help Falling in Love. This one actually came in this plastic cover here, and you can see it's on the Simply Vinyl label. So this was a UK release. And this one also came with an insert. It's in stereo. And that's the label. And it does have 9 songs per side, but even so it sounds excellent. In fact, I have a few other albums on this label, and they all sound really good. The next one is from 1974, and this is a French copy. So the front cover is quite interesting in that it doesn't have a border, and the back cover has this 1970s picture. Now I didn't specifically go looking for this, it was actually part of a set that I bought. So this kind of just found its way into my collection. And it sounds reasonably good. 70s stereo pressing, nothing remarkable, but nothing bad about it. Perfectly decent copy. Now the next one is actually an American one. This one goes back to 1971. Now I bought this one sealed actually. I knew it wasn't original because of the RCA logo here, but I was kind of curious about it, and the price was good. So I bought it and I opened it up, and it came with this in a sleeve here, stereo 8 tape catalogue in a sleeve, and it goes up to Worldwide Gold Award Hits Volume 1. So this is probably from about 1971. And that's the label. And this is on a very thin, like a Dynaflex pressing. A lot of people don't like those Dynaflex records, but I've got a few and I've never had a problem with them. Now the next one is slightly earlier. This is from 1969, and this is a UK copy, and this is actually in mono, so you can see how late mono records were available in the UK. And well, it doesn't want to come out. And this is on the so-called small orange label. So the label itself is slightly smaller than usual. It doesn't go right up to the run-out groove area. So that one dates from 1969, and it's the first mono copy that I have. The next one is from 1968, and I actually showed this one in a video I did about re-stickered Elvis LPs. You can see this one here has the stickers all over the place. As I said, I've shown that one before. It's an American copy from 1968, and they've even stickered the labels there. But this is a really nice pressing, and you can see it has those grooves in the labels. So it's one of the first orange ones from 1968, I believe. Okay, the next one I have is probably the most well-loved copy, shall we say. This is another UK copy from 1964. This is the original mono pressing. And the photograph is actually the other way around from the one I just showed earlier. You can tell, you can also see that the monogram on Elvis's shirt is the wrong way around. And like most UK covers, it's laminated on the front but not on the back. So the back covers can get a bit grubby, like this one, over time. But the record itself is really nice. And that's another mono copy, and that one sounds really good as well. The next one I have is also from 1964 and also from the UK. This one is actually the UK stereo copy. This time the photograph on the back cover is the right way around. This one's in slightly better condition to cover than the mono pressing I just showed. But again, you can see it's a little bit grubbier around the top and bottom edges. It's just unfortunate, but that's the way they go. They collect all kinds of dirt from fingers and things. But this actual stereo pressing is quite hard to find, the UK stereo pressing. And there is the record, living stereo on the labels, and this one is also in really nice condition. The next one I have is from 1964 also. This is the Japanese one. Now you may not know about this one, but this comes in a completely different cover to any other country. This is the mono pressing from Japan. The stereo one had the same cover as the UK and American versions. And it's a typical Japanese sleeve from the 1960s with the foldovers and the cutaways and the lyrics and the Japanese liner notes on the back. And of course, it comes in the usual Victor black label record. This one's not bad. Not mint, but not bad. And the last copy I have, this is the oldest one I have. This one goes back to 1963, and this is an American original mono pressing. And the cover's pretty good actually for an old American sleeve. Just got a bit of rubbing up here and a bit of a dent in the corner there, but it's not bad at all. Still got the original inner sleeve going up to "It Happened at the World's Fair," so I think that makes it an original from '63. And there you go, nice black labels. I like the old American labels, they look very cool. And that's also in really nice condition. So to return to my hypothetical questions, which ones would I keep? So for a plain copy, I would definitely choose this one here. This is the ORG 2LP set. This definitely sounds the best of the bunch, even though, like I said, all of them sound really good. And as a collector's copy, I will probably keep this one here. This is the UK stereo copy. Because, as I say, this is particularly difficult to find, and it's a nice copy actually. So what about you? Do you have any copies of this album that you're particularly attached to, either because of the sound, or because of its rarity, or for some sentimental reasons perhaps? And if you collect CDs too, please let me know if there's a copy there's a particular CD version of this album that you like, I'd be very interested to hear which versions you like. And if you want me to do any more videos like this where I just focus on one particular album, just let me know and I'll try and do some more. But that's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Cheers.